Hi guys, this is Ratchet Throw, and we are playing Criminal Case, Elite Mode, Case 11, Into the Viper's Nest. Let's unlock Chapter 2, and it did take me a while to collect some of the stars. Jones, Marconi's lawyers have filed a restraining order against you, claiming you have a maniacal obsession with him. That's not true. All we did was investigate. What? But I didn't do anything. Don't you see this means Marconi's guilty? He's scared of getting caught. Enough! He's legally allowed to do so, and even I understand him. You've let your personal hatred for Marconi dictate your actions, and you pushed it too far. Jones, from now on you stay well away from Marconi and his club, or you'll be put on leave. You hear? Luckily, Katrina here kept a cool head. I did. Now go search every last toolbox in that blasted garage, and I trust you checked out the sewers since they are right next to the crime scene. No? For God's sake, go sweep those damn sewers. And Jones, this time you're diving. Keeping my cool, Chief, especially right now that you're angry with me. Alright, 2 crime scenes. Alright, let's do less disgusting thing first and search through the toolbox. Less disgusting. Dog tag. I know you're gifted at finding objects in unlikely places, Commissioner Katarina, but I didn't expect such a small toolbox to give us so much. Well, we gotta search everything and I got lucky. First, let's set this oil stain rag back to the lab. And about this tour map, do you think you could piece it back together, Commissioner? And look at this dog tag. It has the Viper logo with the name Ash inscribed on it. Ring any bells? And we know one Ash who is in Vipers. We've seen it before, Katrina. In our very first case, actually. He must belong to Ash Bisson. We haven't seen Ash since, but as a Viper gang member, I'm sure he's been keeping busy. And I think it's high time we had a catch up with him. And I can't believe you cut your hair later in Conspiracy. Alright, start this. Don't forget. Alright, let's now look through the sewers. Just looking at the bird outside. Hand sanitizer. Before COVID. Already somebody knew when to use it. What the? You're telling me that I dived into the sewers and found nothing? While you stay nice and dry and find all this? Well, excellent work, Katarina. About this shoe, there seems to be traces of car oil on it. Katarina, why don't you try and scrape off a sample of soil from it? Look at this hand sanitizer. Have you noticed the blood? Katrina, I think you should collect a sample. Okay. Alright, we're gonna restore the map first. It's a map of the industrial area. Well, it's definitely a map. But what is it doing in the Viper's pit? Wait a minute, that's a map of this very district. In red and blue. Do you think this could be the Skulls and Vipers gang colors? I think it's possible. I agree, Commissioner. It looks like both gangs were trying to divide the district into gang territories. And it doesn't look like things ended well. Both gang leaders wouldn't be here for this, which proves that Troy saw Salvador recently, even if he told us otherwise. Katarina, this gives Troy one hell of a motive. We should go see him. And this time, he better tell us the truth. Okay. Alright, the hand sanitizer now. In the middle. Why did I not decide to click the middle this time? Now, let's hope Grace will be able to explain what this blood was doing on the hand sanitizer. Okay. Alright, now the shoe. I know I'm doing the clues only. Just want to get rid of the clues and then talk to suspects. Alright, soil. Nicely done, Katrina. An analysis of this soil sample should tell us where else the shoe's owner has been to. And I'm not going to do the analysis, right? We don't have the microscope here yet. 1 hour. Alright, let's go to Ash first. Thanks for finding my dog tag. Really, great police work. I'm impressed. Oh, ha ha, Ash. And don't you think you should at least try and pretend you were saddened by Salvador's death? The guy was an idiot. He kept doing dumb shit to try and trigger my asthma for laughs. Now look who's laughing. My. Asthma? And mistake me if I'm wrong, but that's a piece of chewing gum in your mouth. Ash, you're the perfect suspect. I am flattered I'm so high up on your list, but you better beat it before you become the perfect punching ball. Well, you're the #1 suspect so far, but we need more evidence. Alright, let's go to Troy now. What? You can't arrest me just because I was at Salvador's garage. So yeah, okay, I was there for a bit, but that's all. And that map you found, I managed to talk you out of a gang war in exchange for a bit of my land. But that a-hole just kept wanting more and more. You know what, Troy? It actually sounds like you had a whole lot to gain from his death. And it doesn't help that it seems your meeting ended with a fight. Okay, yeah, I kinda lost my temper with Salvador, but I didn't kill him. I'm always on edge these days because I'm trying to quit smoking. It's not good for my asthma. I chew gum, it helps, but it doesn't beat nicotine. Know what I'm saying? That you should stop smoking immediately. Haha, what a gullible idiot. Chews gum? Asthmatic? You realize Troy is just delivered us all the information on a silver platter. He did, so it's between him and Ash. But as I said, we need more evidence. Let's check out first this soil stained rag. Even at first glance, anybody could tell this rag is covered in car oil, which is surprising when found in a garage. What is surprising, however, are the small glass fragments I found on it. Fragments that match the glass found in Corderis' wounds. This proves the rag was used by the killer post-murder. And traces of fibers also show this rag was rubbed against clothing. This is because your killer tried to remove an oil stain from their clothes. They didn't manage, of course. This type of car oil is impossible to get rid of, which means your killer is wearing oil-stained clothes. Okay, good. Good work, Grace. What is it, Jones? Katrina, I didn't want to say anything in front of Grace, but you realize Ginger has an oil stain on her clothes. So are the other suspects. This could only mean she was at the Viper's pit, even though she promised us she wasn't. I can't believe she lied to us, Katerina. But let's not jump to conclusions. Maybe she had a good reason for going to Salvador's garage. Oh, let's just go ask her. Are you in love, Jones? Okay, another blood sample. I analyzed that blood you found on the hand sanitizer, and it turns out it's Salvador's blood. Oh. What the? But how? That doesn't make any sense. It makes perfect sense, Jones. By trying to erase all evidence, they actually preserve some vital information, which is that your killer uses hand sanitizer. Using hand sanitizer before COVID. Guess somebody was prepared. Katerina, this hand sanitizer business reminds me of the Russian case where it was a vital piece of evidence. And Marconi is using hand sanitizer. In the Russian case files, we highlighted all the suspects who used hand sanitizer, and the list included Tony Marconi. This means he must be the killer. Not. Let's not just jump to conclusions, Jones. Okay, you're right, Katrina. I'll leave Marconi alone. Fine, forget I ever said anything, but please note in your file that he uses hand sanitizer. Okay. Alright, now the soil sample. It's definitely an interesting soil sample you took off that shoe from the sewers. I found traces of car oil, which is exactly the same oil as the one from the Viper's pit, which means the shoe's owner was there. Sure, that's interesting, but it doesn't really help us much. This next bit will. I also found traces of soil that can only be found in Cooperville. That should narrow down the list of possible suspects. Amazing work, Grace. Thank you. Katrina. Think, who do we know in Cooperville? I'm thinking about that person and it's One-Tooth Sam. One-Tooth Sam, of course. We haven't seen him since we cracked that gruesome case. It'd be nice to see Sam again, and besides, he knows everything that goes on in Cooperville, so we should definitely go talk to him. Okay. Let's go to Ginger first. How did you find out? Oh, because of the oil stain. I tried to wipe the damn thing off with hand sanitizer, but I think it just made it worse. Yes, I was at the Viper's pit, but not by choice. Salvador dragged me there by force, rather that I had to start working for him or pay the price. A price? What sort of? As if I would ever work for that slime bag. I spat in his face, and that bastard slapped me. And then, you know, just because I'm a hooker, I'm still allowed to say no, right? Ginger, are you telling us that? Did Cordero? No, he stopped. Stopped dead in his tracks, you could say. And I wish I could thank whoever killed that scumbag. Alright, I don't want to know any more details. Salvador's is evil and knew no bounds. If he was still alive, you could be sure I'd kill him all over again. You don't mean literally, do you? If you ask me, this story gives Ginger a very good reason to kill him. This is awful, Katrina. All the elements really are pointing to Ginger as our prime suspect. I hope it's not so. I just couldn't bear it. We'll see, Jones. Alright, on to Sam now. Of course I know who that shoe belongs to. It's mine. And to be completely honest with you, I was at the Viper's pit quite recently. Why were you there? I went there to try and convince Salvador to stop vandalizing Cooperville. It was pointless though. Salvador just threw me out, right into a puddle of oil too. I'm sorry to hear that, Sam, but you understand this makes you a suspect now. You have to stick around until the case is over. Don't worry, I wasn't planning on going anywhere, and it'll be nice seeing a bit more of you both. And say, you wouldn't happen to have any chewing gum on you, would ya? I ate way too much garlic for lunch and the smell is driving me crazy. No, the worst smell is from the tips of your fingers when you try to sleep on. First Ginger, now Sam. Katerina, I can't believe our friends are now our suspects. Well, shit. Alright, we're gonna stop here, we're gonna continue playing in chapter 3. So, thank you for watching, don't leave a like to this video, and I'll see you again. Goodbye!